Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody. Today guys we again will take a look at the euro currency. So finally euro currency is returning back to the action and sell-off that we have seen recently on the weekly chart in the last week. This was really significant and it mostly confirmed our medium-term and long-term bearish view on the euro currency. So if you would like to know our view about the monthly and weekly perspective, so on the weekly chart we have the target approximately around 106 area. That will be next medium term destination on the euro currency. If you would like to know the details, what patterns we have there, so be my guest. Just suggest you to review our weekly research. Speaking on the daily picture, market stands on the road to finalize the failure of the hand shoulders pattern that we have. So recall this pattern that we have talked about a lot previously. Initially, when it has failed right at the right shoulder, we said that the failure around the bottom of the head is just a question of time, because the final point of the hand shoulders failure is to drop below the head. So if market has dropped below the bottom of the right shoulder, it means that sooner rather than later it will drop below the head. That's our next destination point and next important event that we will expect, that we will waiting for. Still on the way down, we have smaller target, and this target is based on this A, B, C top pattern and stands at 109.30 area. It's 1618 extension of this ABCD pattern. Trend is bearish, market is not at the oversold, so some room it still has to drop further. And what is interesting is that between this swing, inside of this swing, market already has no significant supports. So this is relatively free space here. Hence our short-term target mostly is to get the chance for taking the short position. And the completion of this target could become the event, the moment that will trigger some upward minor bounce. It's interesting, guys, that here we haven't quite got as the double repo pattern on the intraday charts, the bread and butter. Actually, the action was looked like the bread and butter sell. It was a perfect pattern, except only one thing, is that market hasn't reached important fib level. That's why probably we could call it as the bread and butter look-alike pattern, but it hasn't reached the point where we will be able to take the short position. Probably the sell-off, the selling pressure was so strong that market wasn't able even to reach the minor 3 retracement. Now we will get another chance to do that if market will complete 1618 extension, maybe some retracement, for example, to test the weekly pivot point could happen. So weekly pivot point stands at 110.48. It's right here. It's also probably will be some fib level as market will move lower, slightly lower. As these levels also will drift slightly lower. So this will be probably also the fib level. So the trading plan for the beginning of the next week is to see the completion, watch the completion of this target and waiting for some minor retracement here. That probably we will try to use for taking the short position, because as the long-term perspective at the medium-term, our view on the euro currency suggests further downward continuation. So next long-term target is the parity on the euro currency. But this is really long-term. In the medium-term, this will be some close targets. It's one of them, this one, then it will be 106 area, and so on. So how market could show this upward action? So if we take a look at the follow time frame chart, here, guys, was our so-called bread and butter that we haven't quite got, because, as I said, market on this upward action hasn't reached the 3-8 resistance of this thrust. Those retracement was smaller. That's why we said maybe we will get the double read. But this acceleration down and taking out of these lows suggests that we will not get the double repo pattern. That's we could watch for some kind of free drive pattern. Because if you will calculate the extensions of this action that could become the first drive, this will be second, minor retracement will happen, market drop further, this will be third. The destination point of this free drive stands approximately 109.35, and it stands very close and almost agrees with this target in daily chart. That's why it seems logical that the completion of the 1618 target on the daily chart will be accompanied by the forming of this free drive pattern. So this is some kind of reversal pattern right at the daily target, and as a result, some upward action could start. Upward retracement 1048, it agrees with the minimum target of the free drive, because minimum target will be the top between the second and third drives. So market should complete it. This will lead market directly to the weekly pivot point. So that's the trading plan that we will be watching for next week. Let's see how it will turn.